It will be one of the biggest projects in Tri-State's history, and a meeting is coming up to tell us more about it. On April 1st, a virtual public meeting is planned to update plans for the new interstate bridge crossing the Ohio River. Joining us now to talk about this is Mindy Peterson. She's the spokesperson for the group I-69 Ohio River Crossing that keeps us informed about this massive project. Mindy, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about this preferred route. Where will it cross the Ohio and what will it look like?
Absolutely. So what we have now is a preferred alternative that is called Central Alternative 1B. And this is not going to look it's going to look very familiar to folks. This is going to be the same route that we brought to folks when we published what was called the Draft Environmental Impact Statement. In late 2018, we went to the public in early 2019. This was that central alternative, received a lot of positive feedback. What has changed now is that we have one single preferred alternative, and that's going to include a new 4-lane I-69 bridge, and then we'll retain one of the US 41 bridges, and only that new bridge, the I-69 bridge, will be tolled. That US 41 bridge will remain as a non-tolled option for folks.
Okay, and when you say the central corridor, you're talking about one, it's a little bit east, I believe, of where the twin bridges are now, correct?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's about a mile east of that. So this is the alternative that when we went to the public, we had some that were much closer to that US 41 alignment, and we had a lot of feedback regarding the central alternative, and it seemed to play very well with folks. They were very appreciative of that route. So that has not changed at all. We had two alternatives that we took to the public back in late 2018, early 2019. What has changed since then is the ability to identify the single preferred, tell you that the remaining US 41 bridge is going to be non-tolled. And we are also going to let folks know about several changes that have happened. This is now called Central Alternative 1B Modified. It's modified because the project team really has spent a lot of time taking a closer look at those interchanges. What can be done to make them operate, improve performance there, improve access, reduce cost. So there have been several improvements to the interchanges. We're going to walk all of that information. As you mentioned, that virtual public meeting is going to be April 1st. It's at 6 o'clock Central Time. Only expected to last about an hour, but it's a really good chance to get an update on what's happening with the project. Tell us more about that preferred alternative now. Tell us about the changes and improvements that have been made to the interchanges and really next steps. It's really now getting to an exciting point where we're going to have a lot happening with this project.
And I know that you're saying this is a public meeting. It doesn't sound like it's a hearing. Will people be able to comment during this meeting, or are they just going to listen in?
It is going to be an information meeting, so we're going to share a lot of information, and we will have our comment feature active for people who are able to join us, and they'll be able to provide comments to us, and we'll record those. We do have a 15-day comment period that's going to follow. They can comment during that meeting if they're able to join us. They can also comment in the 15-day period by phone, by email, or they can even mail us a comment to the project office there in Henderson. All of this information is available on our website, I-69OhioRiverCrossing.com. So it's a good opportunity. If people can join us on the 1st, they're going to be able to learn a lot. If not, we're going to have that entire meeting recorded and available on the website just the day or two following that. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to get the information. If you do have a chance, register in advance. And what that's going to do is it's going to set it on your calendar for you. You're going to get that meeting invite information. It's very quick. There's registration available right on the homepage of the website. You'll have a little crawl that's going to cross our screen right now. Log in. All you need is your name and your information, and we'll send you that meeting link, and you'll be ready to join us.
So you mentioned that you kind of tweaked some of the interchanges, the sections where this connecting together. Have all of the people that live in those areas and own property where this new highway is going to come in, have they been notified? Do they know that this is going to affect their property right now, or is this something that people need to tune in to make sure, does it affect mine?
Yeah, so actually one of the real positives of Central Alternative 1B is that there are very few impacts to folks as far as right-of-way. And so very, very few impacts. And there have been connections with those folks who will have any impacts of any kind, but we do not have any residential impacts with this. So this was really the alternative that was able to take people through territory where impacts were minimized, and we were able to make the connections that are so important with this last piece here of this I-69 connection. So we're actually breaking down this project I-69 Ohio River Crossing into 2 sections for project delivery, and construction of the first section is going to take you from Kentucky 425 to US 60 on the Henderson side of the river, and that construction is actually set to begin in 2022. So that's going to be here before you know it. So things are moving now on this project. I know people have waited for a long time to see this bridge happening, and we're getting much closer now.
Okay, Mindy Peterson, the I-69 Ohio River Crossing spokesperson, thanks for taking the time. The meeting again is April 1st, and just go on to your website. What's your website one more time?
I-69, OhioRiverCrossing.com.
Very easy to remember. All right, thank you, Mindy. Appreciate that, and I'm sure we'll be covering that meeting when it happens. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it.